guys, we are at Disney Springs for our monthly cookie adventure. I'm Brittany, and this is Extra Magic Minutes. We stopped into Gideon's Bakehouse, which is Gideon's spook house for the month of October. This month is Halloween, of course, but it's also Gideon's birthday month, so they have different menus every week, new merch drops every weekend, and they have special treats also every weekend. This weekend they didn't have one because of Hurricane Milton, but that's okay because we had a lot to eat anyway with all of the limited time things they have for the month. So we're gonna start with some cookies. I'm pretty excited because this is actually marking our full year of doing a Gideon's video every month where we try the limited edition cookies. This is the last one that we had to do a full year's worth. And we've had these cookies before, but we've never eaten them on camera, so I'm really excited to try them with you. So first we have the Frankenstein cookie. This is a cookie with various chocolates, Oreo, and M&Ms on it, and this is the most popular limited edition cookie. This one's messy. I love that it has Oreos inside the cookie. I sort of thought they were just crumbles on top, not actually inside. Why would I think that? It's Gideon's. Of course there's Oreos inside. And I would say they're definitely double stuffed Oreos because you can still taste the Oreo cream. Whereas you'd think like once it bakes, it would be gone, but you can actually see some in there. You just couldn't wait. Had to have a bite now. Well, the Oreo crumbles get everywhere. Do I have crumbs on my face?
No.
Okay, great. I like the mix of chocolates because they definitely have dark chocolate in there, which offsets the sweetness from the M&Ms. If you like Oreos, you will love this cookie. It's very good. We've had it out for a little bit, so it's super soft, but I think that might just be what the dough is like anyway. I do wish there was a little bit more salt in it, but that's really just me because I feel like I always want more salt in my baked goods. Next we have the Bride of Frankenstein cookie. These are in the same family, so they have the same cookie base, but this one has white chocolate, golden Oreos, and M&Ms. And I actually don't think I've tried this one before, so I'm pretty excited to try it. Let's break it in half. Ooh. Oh no. I'm not a white chocolate fan, but I actually really like the white chocolate in this cookie because I think, again, it balances really well with the M&Ms, and it's not as overly sweet as I thought it was going to be. I was worried golden Oreos, white chocolate, milk chocolate M&Ms, that it would be too sweet, but it really isn't. It's pretty good. I don't think the golden Oreo flavor is very strong compared to the regular Oreo flavor, but I do really like the caramelization the white chocolate gets in there. And both of these cookies are great. Are they my favorite seasonal cookie? No, but I really love a cookie that has like nuts, salt, a lot of things going on. If you like a classic M&M cookie, you would really love these. And I think a lot of people are big fans of this type of cookie. So if you're around in October, you should definitely come check them out. I had to get a peanut butter cold brew. This month they have French toast cold brew. That's the coffee that they have, but I have tried it already. And so I went back to my trusted favorite peanut butter cold brew. And I would say 50% of the reason that I wanted this was because of the cool cup holder that it has. And it has this Halloween cat on it. And then the other 50% of the reason that I wanted it was because when we got to the line today, the line was looped around, which I've never seen before. They said it might be like an hour. And I was like, okay, if I wait this long, I deserve to have a coffee. And it wasn't that long. It was probably only 40 minutes, but great every time. Peanut butter. For some reason, oat milk is good in a place like this. And I love the cat. Speaking of Gideon's cats, every October they raise money for a local cat charity. It's called Liberation Cat House. And they usually have a big event where maybe they like have cats to adopt. I'm not 100% sure at East End, but they also have merchandise that benefits that as well. You can get online or you can get in the store, and they have cute cats on everything. I have a Halloween cat shirt, but I wore it last month. And so I decided to go with Lydia Lovegood because she has these ghosts and she kind of looks like me. She has a bun. And this is what I look like at home, I feel like. And I'm like, woo, ghosts. Okay. We also got a trading card this month. It's Thaddeus Bubo, and the boyfriend is actually wearing a shirt with him on it today. So what luck that we got him. This is an owl, obviously. His name is Thaddeus, but he also was created to support the Central Florida Audubon Center. So we've got a cat charity and we have an owl charity. Well, owls and other big birds. The other cool thing that Gideon's does during Halloween month is that they have a different menu that comes out every Friday. So the first week they had like a Halloween looking menu that we did actually pick up, but I don't have it with me. And then the second week they have one of the 3 little ones. So the next 2 weeks will be 2 more of the little ones. But here he is. This little one is named Darcy, and then there'll be 2 more, and every year they come out with 3 new trick-or-treaters who are called the little ones. And some of the original ones are super popular, and now that I have 2 menus, I'm gonna have to come back the next 2 weeks and get the other 2 because I have half the collection, and I never had the chance to get all 4 of them, so I'm gonna have to do that, which means I'm gonna be eating a lot more Gideons this month than I originally planned. Oh no, terrible news! We also got the Bride of Frankenstein cake. This is 2 layers of vanilla cake and 1 layer of chocolate cake covered with golden Oreo buttercream and an upside down drip of chocolate ganache. And I can't wait to try this one. I feel like golden Oreo frosting sounds like it's gonna be so good. I've got my little bit of everything bite. I love the golden Oreos in here. They're sort of like a crumb in between layers. I think the frosting is just vanilla frosting, but I'm totally okay with that. And the M&Ms add a nice chocolatey crunch. And I feel like the M&M is the star ingredient for the Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, so that works out really great. I love the chocolate and vanilla cakes together. Sort of like the best of both worlds. I love Gideon's chocolate cake, that's my favorite. But the vanilla cake always reminds me of like a really high quality wedding cake, birthday cake. And so I like the both of them together. That's really fun. What I really love is I think that the frosting tastes like the filling of an Oreo. So it really gives that golden Oreo flavor. And then it has the M&Ms on there. My boyfriend says this is what cake should taste like. Just really high quality. The ingredients always taste super fresh. They use a little bit of black frosting on here like as a decorative thing, but it's not all over it because I try not to eat too much like black food coloring because it can turn your teeth black. You know, other reasons it's not very tasty, but they only use a little bit on here like for effect, which I really like. This frosting and the golden Oreo crunchies is really good. One giant Oreo. So the Bride of Frankenstein cake slice is available Thursdays and Sundays in October, and then the Frankenstein cake slice is available Wednesdays and Saturdays in October. Gideon's basically has something special every day this month. On the weekends, they've been doing limited time treats. They didn't have one this weekend because of Milton. The kitchens were closed, so I bet they're gonna have a lot more things for the rest of the month. So if I come back and try anything, that'll be up on my Instagram. I also wanted to say that this is like kind of cool for us because last year at this time was when we moved down here, and the first food we actually put in our refrigerator was a slice of Frankenstein cake. So we had to try the Bride of Frankenstein because we haven't had it before, but the Frankenstein cake has a special place in my heart as the literal first food that went in our refrigerator in our apartment. Can you tell that we're fans of Gideon's? So we usually do merch on our monthly cookie adventure, but we've sort of exhausted all the Halloween merch that there is. They put it out in August and we've been showing it for months. And there is Christmas and holiday merch out now, but I'm just not ready yet to let Halloween go. This is the month of Halloween, the month of my birthday, and I'm just not ready to move on from October. I think we're gonna go over to Vera Bradley because they might have a new Wicked collection that came out. Wicked feels very fall. The movie's not coming out for a little bit. So we're gonna see if they have that, and then we're gonna head over to the west side of Disney Springs and get some more cookies. Wicked, but they do have these really cute ears that are 40 bucks. Do I need them? Maybe. They made this one for me. It says B. They actually do custom embroidery here, which is really cool. So you could pick out one of the more basic bags, or you could pick out any of them, really. You get custom embroidery with letters. They have Disney designs. I just think that's so cute. Anyway, they made this one for me. And they're so soft. So this is sort of the newer collection. It's the Not So Disney collection. And they have bags, duffel bags, suitcases, lots of things. We actually have all this merch up on our website, so I'll put a link in the description below. Vera Bradley's sort of going through a change where they're rebranding, but they're still doing Disney prints. They're just like a different sort of style, but they're known for their Oliver print quilted bags. And they have other things too, like these really soft slippers, blankets, pajamas, the ears that you saw. They didn't have the Wicked collection that we were looking for. It hasn't come into the stores yet, but it is online. But they had a lot of other really cute Disney stuff, and I didn't know that they did embroidery here, so that's really cool to find out. So if you're ever here in Disney Springs, you want to get a bag embroidered, they do that here. And that's such a cool, nice thing. You can get like something that is just yours. You're the only one who has it. Now we're gonna go over and eat some more cookies. Oh, the sun! Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. I'm obsessed with Agatha all along. If you're watching, you should let me know in the comments so that we can chat about it, because the last episode, oh my god. Actually, by the time you see this, it might be the next last episode. But it's been so great so far. I love it so much. So I want to talk to more people about it. I can't even say who's my favorite. Everybody. I love everything about it. Everything. Apple, my dear. We stopped into Disney's Candy Cauldron. This went down for a little refurbishment and reopened on September 24th. And honestly, we've never been into it ever. It's like a candy location like they have like Goofy's Candy Company or the candy locations they have in the parks, but they redesigned this one to be themed to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's all featuring the hag, so the evil queen when she turns into a hag. And there's a lot of treats that are themed around the poison apple. They even have a poison apple, caramel apple on a stick. We watched Theme Park Foodies do a review on the caramel apple, and because they came to do a review on Disney Candy Cauldron, and my teeth were hurting just watching them get it. So I was like, you know what? They did that. I'm not gonna even try. Respect to you. I'm afraid for my teeth. Literally, my teeth were hurting while I was watching it. I was like, how are you possibly eating that? So we got a couple of other things. We got the caramel apple butter bar, which is not exclusive to here, but is one of my favorites that they only have in the fall. They have it at Caramel Kucha originally, and then they have it at a bunch of locations now because they have those Werther's caramel treats. And we also got a poison apple Rice Krispie treat. So let's try them. We're starting with the Snow White and Witch cereal treat. This is a sour green apple flavored crisp rice cereal treat topped with an edible image of Snow White and the Witch. And it was $6.49. Poison. And this is the only treat they said that's apple shaped that tastes like apple as well. So I'm very interested. How are you getting apple flavor in a Rice Krispie treat? I don't usually like this little screen print thing. I'm pretty sure it's just like edible paper that they print this on, but it looks really cool, so I get why it's there. I cannot tell you the last time I had a Disney Rice Krispie treat. They're always really good. I forgot how good they are because I'm always like, oh, well, they have fudge. They have a caramel butter bar. I gotta get something different. They're so moist, which you wouldn't expect from a Rice Krispie treat. Sometimes they're so dry, but this one feels like they literally just made it, took it out of the pan and handed it to you. So I don't know if they use a lot of marshmallow in there or what. It's very good. And I think the apple flavor is probably in the chocolate coating that's on there, but it's really coming through. It definitely tastes like a green apple. It tastes like that kind of fake apple flavor. They've been using that in a lot of treats. Actually, we've had 2 other treats this season that have this green apple flavor. I don't mind it. It actually really comes through in the Rice Krispie, which I did not expect at all. The boyfriend loves a Rice Krispie treat, so I was very interested in his review, and he actually really likes it. He said the apple flavor is not as fake as he expected it to be. Like, he knows it's not real apple, but it does taste like actual apple. And I would agree, it's not super artificial flavored. I really like that they have this cool apple treat, because they could have just made a plain one with no apple flavor in it, but they went the extra mile and gave us an apple Krispie treat. It was actually really good. We also got the Werther's Caramel Apple Butter Bar. This is a diced apple and apple flavored Werther's Original Caramel layered into buttery shortbread with oats, and it's $5.29. They do have this at all the candy locations, and they have it at Caramel Kucha and Epcot. But I love a butter bar, and they only have the caramel apple and the pumpkin one, which they have right now too, seasonally, so I had to get the caramel apple one. We're doing all apple treats from the Candy Cauldron, and it looks really good. Werther's caramel is just that girl. It's always so good. It has a very specific flavor, and it's not too gluey. Like, it doesn't have that sticky caramel. It's more like creamy. There's dried, dehydrated pieces of apples in there. And the butter bar is always great. Very buttery. Let me get some with the oats. I really like the dehydrated apple in there because it really tastes like actual apple, because it is. The oats on there are great. It's sort of like an apple crumble, but in a bar shape. And I feel like it's very fall flavors. I gotta know in the comments, do you think like pumpkin, apple, or candy is the flavor of Halloween? Because I'm always thinking like, oh, is it pumpkin or apple? And then today we were like, oh, we're doing like all candy things. I'm like, maybe candy's the flavor of Halloween, and then pumpkin's the flavor of November. Apple's the flavor of September. That's my new theory, but I'll eat any at any time. The boyfriend says it's like a portable apple pie. Doesn't he have a way with words? I'm saying this is a caramel apple that my teeth can handle. It's very good though. If you see this on the menu, you should definitely get it, especially if you like apple pie, apple crisp, caramel apple, blah, blah. Hey. It's not sticky enough for you not to steal any with your sticky fingers. Go ahead, try to press the buttons on the camera now, sticky fingers. We were debating what to end our candy video with, because Summer House has an M&M cookie as well, but they also have a candy ice cream over at Salt and Straw. They're right across the street from each other, and I definitely can't eat both. So I think I'm a little cookied out, and the candy ice cream from Salt and Straw is one of my all-time favorites, so I think we're gonna go and do that. Run to the ice cream. We made the right choice, because this is one of my favorite Salt and Straw flavors that they have for the entire year. So this is for their Halloween series. It's the Great Candycopia salted butterscotch ice cream, homemade Kit Kats, Reese's, Snickers, and Heath bars. So it fits perfectly with our candy themed video. And I love all the handmade candy on here. It's so good. Everything they make is so fresh. I love that the candies just really taste like they just came out of the oven. They have a great toffee flavor, a good texture on them that adds to the ice cream, and then the butterscotch ice cream is great. I also don't think it's too sweet like you would think. A candy ice cream would be really, really sweet. I don't think it's that sweet, actually. There's a nice mix of flavors. It's one of my favorites, so. The Halloween series is one of my favorites at Salt and Straw because they have the Great Candycopia ice cream, but they also have a bug ice cream, which is the one you'll always hear people talk about.
There's no cookies.
I finally tried it this year. It came like last week, and I tried it when my dad was here. And it's actually really good. I was so surprised. I thought I was not gonna like it. It tasted like malted milk balls, the bugs. They're chocolate covered. It was not giving bugs, so if you're adventurous and you want to try bug ice cream, you could get that. They also have like a pumpkin one and they have the candy one. So if you're here and you love cool flavors of ice cream, you should definitely check it out. I think we've done 4 Halloween videos at Disney Springs. We have been here a lot lately because they've had a lot of new things to try, but we're also really excited to get back into the parks. We have some other videos that we're really excited to film. Can't wait to show them to you. And I also wanted to thank Becky for joining our Patreon. Thank you so much for your support, and Bridget as well. Thank you so much for all of your support. I also wanted to thank all of you guys who reached out to us to ask how we were doing through Milton. We were super lucky and everything was fine for us. We're thinking of everyone who's affected by that. It's been so wild to have these 2 giant hurricanes back to back, and I really hope that everyone's doing okay. I know that there's a lot of damage out there, and I'm just thinking of you guys a lot. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming with us on our millionth time at Disney Springs for Halloween, and we'll see you on the next one. Some man is singing a very long note. Bye.